Good morning. Just got myself made up. I look very pale on camera. I am pale, but I think that that's making it a bit extreme. I've been loving, I don't know if you've noticed, well, I think a couple of you have said that you've really liked my makeup recently, and it's because I've been putting lip stain or lipstick on my cheeks and matching it with my lips, which I never did before. It's only because I ran out of blusher, and I always used to buy blusher that was pink or corally pink or like, you know, bright kind of light colours. And I think since running out of the blusher and maybe looking into colour analysis, I've realised actually like deeper ready based blushes potentially look better on me, maybe because they show up more. But this is one from Etique, and you can see it doesn't really come out much, so you can't really go wrong with it. And then it, on my skin anyway, it really looks just like how my natural blush might look. I also use just like a red lipstick that I've got from Bare Minerals. I think it's called Courage. And it takes very little blending, but like that is such a lovely like minimalist makeup hack, because you could have this with you in your bag and a concealer and you could have lovely makeup and look fresh and new without really having to bother. Today we are going to a Christmas market, my first Christmas market of the year, at Tregenna Castle in St Ives. It's a castle on the top of the hill. I have been there for a wedding before. It's very beautiful, and it's inside because it is raining right now. The weather's not the best today. We've had a bit of cold, snowy, kind of stormy weather. I'm just using my little Philips steamer. Some of you have asked about this. It's a hack I saw on TikTok, and if you have wavy or curly hair, instead of spraying your hair down with water, using a steamer really gives a lot of volume to your hair, and it like rehydrates your hair. So, and you don't have to wait for it to dry, because I used to really spray my hair down and have to wait for it to dry. But yeah, we're gonna go to that Christmas market, see what they've got, see what lovely treats they have. If they've got any presents I could think about getting for family, and just really get in the festive spirit, because that's what this month is about, just being in the festive spirit. And then later we have got a very festive day today actually, an event at the Eden Project, because they do Christmas throughout the year, and there's skateboarding, they've got lights in the biomes, and I'll see my friend Jazz there too, so it'll be a really festive filled day, and I'm really looking forward to getting out of the house as well, because I feel like I've been in the house a lot recently. Can you see how this is already activating my waves? Find it very relaxing to do this. And this is a Philips steamer, but I think you could literally, you could literally use any steamer that you own. I've just had this for years. You end up with big, frizzy, almost witchy hair, but it does calm down. And then put a bit of frizz serum. This is the No More Frizz from Umberto Giannini. I probably would go back once I finish this one just to using oil, because I think this has got a lot of silicones in it which can then build up on your hair. Though it does work, I will say that. I actually will say maybe I will actually just buy an oil and keep that for like the days where your hair's frizzy and you're just like, why is it frizzy? Please, can you stop being frizzy? Maybe that's what it's useful for, but it genuinely, like, it definitely does defrizz and make your hair look very shiny, which is good for my hair because I don't have highlights or anything. My hair's very dark, so you can't really see the definition of my hair. So when it's shiny, it shows my waves more. I do sometimes use a little bit of water because I have these bits on top which tend to fluff up. And I'm ready, let's get dressed. I'm just gonna go for comfy jeans, white t-shirt, but a red jumper. Because it's a little rainy. I want to be cozy. Love this jumper. I think it looks really cute with jeans as well. And then we're definitely gonna have to wear boots. Still been loving my Fern Autumn 24 fragrance. Because we are technically still in autumn until like the 22nd of December. So it does feel of this time of year. But I'm ready to go. Quick OOTD. Got my jeans with my Blundstones because it's raining and I wear these every day to walk Roxy, so they don't feel very special. But yeah, got my trench coat that's vintage, this lovely jumper. I feel like this was from Vinted or I got it from M&S, I can't remember. And then the jeans are vintage Levi's. And we're gonna go now because I feel like, yeah, we're 5 minutes late. We're heading to the Eden Project for Christmas at Eden. Woo! Oh my god, that scared me. I'd really recommend it. We went a couple of years ago, or did we go last year? We've been before to the ice skating and also to see Father Christmas because we went with my sister and Tom and also Bea, my niece.
Yeah.
Didn't she go? Or did she go separately?
Oh gosh, because we've been for the music quite a few times, I've forgotten. It was either last year or the year before, I know that.
We've been, it's amazing, and I'd really recommend it if you live in Cornwall. It's running at like various dates throughout Christmas, throughout December, and I think into early January. So I'll leave a link because it's not every day, there's like specific dates, but it's so good. If you've got children, they've got immersive lights in the biomes, in the outdoor gardens. They've got like a vintage carousel this year, which I think is new. They've got an ice skating rink which you can book in for, and you can also book to see Father Christmas if you've got children, as well as lots of lovely delicious food. So it's going to be very festive, get us in the Christmas mood, and I'm really excited to see everything there. And I've got my red coat on, my red lips, feeling very Christmassy. Just got here and look at these biomes. So they're all lit up and you can hear music. Oh, it looks so pretty. Can I go back? If you've not been to the Eden Project before, this was built, oh, I feel like in my lifetime, or was it just before? A long time ago. And there's these huge biomes, if it would focus. Struggling for light here. I've got the flash on my phone here. Yeah, they've got these huge biomes which have different climates. So I think there's a tropical biome and there's a Mediterranean biome, and they've also got outdoor gardens. And there's this lovely walkway that we're doing right now with lots of plants, great for children. It's a lot of fun, and they always do different events. They also do gigs throughout the year. So we've been to a few Eden sessions. We saw War on Drugs. Who else have we seen?
Who did we see this year?
The National.
The
National. And
you were convinced Taylor Swift was going to make an appearance.
no, I thought they were singing a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah.
But yeah, they always do a great Christmas event too. This looks more epic than last year. I don't remember that it being lit up like this. It's very, very pretty.
The stage for the music, they turn it into the ice rink.
The ice rink, exactly. Yeah.
Food place.
And it's so frosty because it snowed today in Cornwall, so really festive feeling. In the rainforest biome, which is nice and warm because it's so cold outside, and this is unreal. They've got music playing. I walked in and I literally said, wow, it feels so epic. It feels so different at night. If you've been in the day, it definitely feels so different, doesn't it? It's unbelievable. Like, look at all the rainbow lights, kind of giving Disneyland vibes, you know. Like I'm at a theme park.
No, thank you.
So we were just finishing in the rainforest. We just saw Jasmine. She's my friend, she works here. And why are you laughing? She invited us.
I know, it's funny, like you said it originally, like everyone knew.
Well, now we're going to the Med because they've got mulled wine apparently, and they've also got a cool light show and more lights. But that was epic, loved that. Definitely just such an immersive experience.
Especially with all the copyrighted music that
well,
we can be able to hear.
We can probably put music over it, but yeah, it was excellent. Cheers. First mulled wine of the year.
For you, maybe.
Join. We've got a Biscoff cake, carrot cake, vegan nachos and a bean burger and a very nervous husband. It's out of focus. Nachos are amazing. Let's try these cakes. Biscoff, look at this. This is huge. Carrot cake.
Copyright claim.
Ooh. I love a carrot cake. How's your burger? We've had our snack. Now we're gonna go and skate and probably fall on our asses. Put your dancing shoes on. We have finished our skateboarding. Did you enjoy it?
I love skateboarding, but...
Ice skating. Good afternoon, everyone. This video, we realised, ended quite abruptly. So we're adding a couple questions on the end. This is not the same day. So we're doing a bit of vlogmas cheating, but I thought you deserved a longer video. So someone asked about whether you were vegan.
Me? No.
I think some of you watching vlogmas are new to our relationship because maybe you've tuned in this year and I feel like people have been really loving, you've not been reading the comments, but do you read the comments?
I do after the video goes live.
But lots of people have really been enjoying you being in the videos. So if you've not been watching for a while, you probably don't know that back in the day Alex and I had a vlog channel called Alex and Maddie. It's still there, so if you've been loving vlogmas,
don't go and check it out. You
could go watch it because there's all of our videos from when we used to live in Brighton. We used to travel. We started it when I decided that when we went travelling I didn't want to make my YouTube channel all about like travel. I wanted to keep my videos about like, I guess, veganism or minimalism or sustainability. So we started vlogging because I really wanted to keep a diary of what we got up to.
Yep.
I didn't want the videos to just be kind of about what I was eating or that's it. I wanted to like vlog what we were up to, which I still feel like is my like biggest issue on social media is that I want to just vlog my life, but you do have to kind of fit into a niche.
Yeah, you have to stick to one thing and one thing only.
But vlogmas that's why I love vlogmas so much, because it gives me the chance to just film my day to day. I know the views aren't typically as good as like the videos I think of feature for or an idea for, but I feel really close to my audience during vlogmas, and I like that it gives us an opportunity to be just ourselves and film what we're up to. So some of the people watching, I feel like, are getting to know you through this vlogmas.
Yeah.
Everyone's loving your sense of humour, and maybe they don't know whether you're vegan or not.
I'm not used to being on camera so much.
Yeah, we've definitely
I like to pop in and out.
We've definitely had a few years where Alex has taken a bit of a back step, and we would be lying if that wasn't because of people being horrible. We actually stopped doing our Alex and Maddie channel partly because it was people were so critical. Even though it's a really small channel and we used to not get that many views. Maybe we got okay views, I don't know.
I really engagement.
Like 10,000 views or something.
Sometimes I get recommended. I'm just browsing on my YouTube and I get recommended an old Alex and Maddie video. I think, oh gosh.
Oh my gosh, that's cute.
No.
I kind of want to go back and watch some. But people used to be quite judgmental, either of me or of Alex and our relationship. And that's probably like maybe in our naivety at the time, that we would be very just ourselves and honest. And so we have this kind of, you've picked up on that Alex has a dry sense of humour. We take the mick out of each other a lot and we play around with each other a lot, which is not everyone's relationship dynamic. Not everyone has that. Not everyone wants to do that. Some people prefer to be like, Zeus. Some people prefer to be like, some people in their relationships are more like, I guess, I don't know how to phrase it, they would like speak to each other in a more sincere way. Like, we are sincere with each other.
Oh, I see what you mean.
What's the word I'm looking for? We joke around a lot. That's a fundamental part of our relationships, why we're attracted to each other.
Serious?
Yeah, serious, that's probably the word.
Ironic.
And we are serious, but we're not serious on camera. We're not going to be sitting here talking about our, like, I mean, I do personally. I'll sit and talk to you about my anxieties and problems and stuff, but me and Alex aren't going to sit and necessarily have like a serious conversation on camera with you. Did that light just dip? That's been happening today.
Yeah, power's been funny since the storm.
But I feel like I've really segued out of what the question was. But yeah, people didn't really...
People don't know if I'm vegan.
The reason we stopped the channel was because people didn't really get that we were just making fun of each other. So Alex maybe made a comment that my nose was big, and he was joking. Yeah. Alex loves me, and it's really...
my nose is big.
Yeah.
We both have big noses, so we're allowed to laugh at each other for it.
People would lose all context, I suppose, because they're just dipping out in and out of a video.
Which I understand.
Yeah, but they'd be quite rude.
Yeah.
And hurtful.
People do comment kind of unguarded. You're quite unguarded when you comment stuff online.
Yeah.
It's just like, whoa, calm down.
Yeah, so like Alex was making just an offhand comment, which I know he's joking, because behind the scenes Alex always tells me how attractive he finds me. Like, he thinks I'm beautiful. So when he says, on camera, oh, your nose is looking a bit big, it's because he doesn't think that. He's joking. And that's, obviously it ruins the joke if you go ahead and explain that on camera, because that's boring. And most of you get the dry sense of humour, but there would be the odd few who didn't. And also people who started to pick apart our relationship and how we interacted with each other. They would also pick apart if I was making a joke with Alex. Some people would be like, oh my God, Alex is a saint and Maddie's so horrible to him. And then some people would be like, oh, Maddie's a saint and Alex is horrible to her. So it just ended up taking a toll on our relationship, I think.
And we also ended up having to edit quite a lot of stuff, thinking, oh, is this... Yeah, let's just edit that out just to be safe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, that would have been funny. No, just edit it out. It's not
yeah,
worth
we had to censor ourselves.
Not worth the grief of it.
Also, I think having a main channel at the time, that was when we decided like we'd move to Brighton, and we were like, we really want to give this a go. And that's when I experienced really huge growth. So it was actually really useful for my channel to focus on making the recipes and the content I did. It's actually probably a blessing in disguise that we stopped doing the kind of couple stuff. So it's kind of nice in Vlogmas to feature that a little bit more, because you don't really get it generally, because I'm only filming a couple or 1 or 2 days out of my week and you'll just pop in and out. But are you vegan?
Yes. I said no about 7 minutes ago.
Oh, yes. When did you go vegan?
I think when I moved in with you and you forced me to. That was 2016.
Yeah,
So
2016.
What, 9 years? Is that 9 years?
I went vegan December of 2013, on the cusp of the turn of the year. And then I said to my mum, oh, I'll be vegetarian for Christmas, because I didn't want it to be an issue, because it was like really new. And then I was like, I'll be vegan 100% in the new year. And then Alex went vegetarian about a year after me going vegan. And then you went vegan about a year after that.
Yes, that's true.
I think I remember the last thing being cheese.
It's been 10 years basically without meat now.
Yeah.
For me, and then longer for you.
Yeah, and I
think an extra year for you.
But you were just like eating everything I was eating when he was vegetarian, and then there was some cheese in the fridge, and you were just a bit like, I don't really want to eat it.
I remember buying, it was like a vintage cheddar, extra mature. I was like, this will be really nice, and I found it so disgusting. I don't know what happened. I just wasn't used to it, or it was too strong. I thought, well, probably a good time if I'm ever going to go vegan. Just I don't want this cheese, so that's probably a sign.
I would say Alex is the relaxed vegan out of the two of us. If we're travelling and we get served something that's not totally vegan, he doesn't care. He'll just eat it.
Except for when it was sausages on our honeymoon.
Yeah, not meat, not including the meat. But if he gets a burger and it's got like some creamy sauce and he's like, what is that? He'll just eat it.
Yeah,
and
like, I had it on my stag do, the patatas bravas, and it has, I thought the aioli would be on the side. It was on top. I think, well...
Yeah, you're very relaxed. You're not like...
I didn't mean for it. I didn't order it specifically like that. But
yeah. Or if like... I'm trying to think of examples. Like if at Christmas time if someone doesn't finish their plate of food, you'll finish it. You won't... Not meat though. I think this is exclusive of meat and fish. But like... You don't worry about like leftovers or things being on your plate that aren't right if you've gone to a restaurant. Or like...
I don't order it, but
or if I'm like gifted something and sometimes they'll send me like biscuits with it and they're not vegan, you'll eat them. Like you're more relaxed, but you are vegan. I know some people would say, oh, that's not vegan, but I honestly don't care. That's ridiculous. But I think Alex is far more vegan.
I don't go to restaurants and order, things with cheese in it.
No.
I don't buy cookies that have milk and egg in them.
No.
But yeah, sometimes you're going to throw it in the bin or you're going to eat it. Which one is it?
Battery died. What were we saying?
Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, probably round this up.
Talk about me being vegan and you being a bit more strict about those things. Like,
oh yeah, I definitely had plenty of mistakes in my time, but I'm a bit more like particular about it. But I think that anyone who pretends to be vegan and 100% of the time they never make any mistakes and never like. I think there's definitely like a debate between what is wasteful and what is vegan. Like when people get mad at me for using or buying secondhand leather. If you're vegan, there are grey areas, and I'm going to be an advocate for that. As someone who's been vegan for 10 years, I'm so glad I've been vegan for so long, because anytime someone argues with me about veganism, I honestly just go, how long have you been vegan? Someone on the internet I'm talking about. People in real life are much more respectful, but I often am just like, how long have you been vegan? Because if you've been vegan for 2 or 3 years and you're coming at me and telling me that I'm not vegan enough, you just have no leg to stand on, because I've made it my entire like career, and I've encouraged so many other people to go vegan or try vegan food or try vegetarianism or flexitarianism or just give it a go. And I think that when people say that veganism is black and white, I just wholeheartedly disagree. I think it does have grey areas, and I think we would get more people on board with veganism.
You're shaking the camera.
Sorry. We would get more people on board with veganism, giving it their best shot if they felt like they could go to a restaurant, and if they were served something that wasn't something that was a bit mistaken, they could just eat it and not make a fuss and not make it an embarrassment in front of their friends, or, you know, like not worry if they were at a family member's house and they found out that the food had been cooked with butter. Like, it would just make it more like realistic for people to maintain, and they wouldn't feel like it's such a nuisance or it's such a problem. Or if they could go secondhand shopping and buy a leather pair of shoes because they love the look of them.
I just bought this.
That's wool.
It's wool.
It was from Vinted.
Vinted, yeah.
And that's going to last longer than buying a new polyester.
Because I was
jumper.
looking online and said, oh, maybe there's like Black Friday sales. I thought, well, why don't, this was £4,
Yeah.
and it's like almost as good as new, and it's going to last me. I've got 2 wool jumpers that I've had like 10 years, and they've got some holes in them, but they're still fine. I wear them all the time. So
and I don't know why you have to arbitrarily be like, well, I'm vegan 100%. For what?
I understand why people might, you know, maybe you feel a bit uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, no. I totally think that if you are someone who doesn't want to wear leather or wool, that's amazing. I think that's literally your choice. I'm talking about people who are judging others. You do you, is what I'm saying. Is like, if you are 100% vegan to the point of not wearing wool, leather, and not accepting food at a restaurant, I think that's great. I think that's amazing, and I think that that is your prerogative, and I am fully supportive of it, because I think that, you know, takes a lot of discipline, and that's really incredible. And I lived vegan like that probably for about 4 or 5 years, to be honest. But I got rid of all my wool stuff and leather stuff, so I totally understand that, and I don't judge you for it. I think that's great. But I'm talking about people who judge others for what they do. I think that we should forget the grey area of what other vegans are doing, and instead think about or what they're not doing, or what they're doing wrong, or how they don't arbitrarily fit the definition. I think it'd be much better to just be like, isn't it more helpful to be like, well, you are vegan because you're doing what you're doing the best you can, because the definition is to avoid, to the best of your ability, consuming or using animal products. And I think that there is a grey area, especially when you think of things like sustainability and ethics. There are grey areas when it comes to it. And I don't want to be...
Like this jumper, for example.
Because I don't want to be the person to just be kind of like blind about it. And go, I'm just going to, based on what I know, what I believe, or how I feel about something, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm going to buy a new pair of shoes that are plastic over a second-hand pair of leather shoes, when I don't feel that that's the most sustainable option. Someone else may go, well, I don't want to buy second-hand leather because that makes me feel uncomfortable because I know that it's made from an animal. I wouldn't encourage them to do that. I would think that, well, that makes sense for you. That's how it resonates with you. So
yeah, I remember when I first went vegan, I didn't like the idea of leather. I didn't like it.
No.
Like shoes, that makes me
Same.
uncomfortable. And you change, you reevaluate,
grow.
you think, well, actually I don't want to, my experience, I bought a pair of sustainable shoes and that were very expensive, and then they actually fell apart quite quickly. I was like, yeah. So it's like a personal decision.
And you change, you could come back around. We could go back and change our mind in the future. We'll finish that here though, but speaking of the comments about our relationship, look, we're showing it a little bit more in Vlogmas. Someone just commented 18 minutes ago, please stop treating the poor guy like he's a naughty dog and bossing him around all the time. It's an awful thing to see. He looks scared of you.
Okay, what's that? Richard Allsop, thank you.
Standing up for Alex. Are you scared of me? I replied and said, time I put him in a cage.
We don't put that on camera though. That's our private.
Yeah, that's. So what you don't understand, Richard, is when the camera turns off, he goes back into his locked room and isn't allowed to come out. I feed him through.
That's when you get out the whips and chains.
Yeah, and I feed him through a little hole in the door.
You dress up.
Yeah.
But I enjoy that. That's my style.
No, you made it into a kink.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to catch on. You were just going with it.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's a good example.
Thumbs up for Alex. Everyone give a thumbs up for putting Alex in a cage. No, that's mean.
Stop kicking the camera.
Everyone leave the
You did it again!
Oh, sorry. Everyone, what emoji should we ask them to leave? Is there like a handcuff emoji? Or is there like a police officer emoji?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Leave that if you watch to the end of the video. Just to laugh at the people who leave mean comments.
Which is nice, I like this.
It's nice. Look, we're together for a reason. Alex is very chilled and easygoing. I'm a bit more bossy.
You are bossy.
And decisive.
You talk more and you're more decisive.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what I need, so yeah.
Yeah, and
great.
you're more calm and
Yeah.
relaxed and thoughtful, which I need. That's why people are together.
Mm-hmm.
Some couples, probably like maybe on camera or in videos, come across in a more relaxed way because they're more similar in their temperaments. I don't know. Maybe we've got different temperaments in that way. So people get upset by it, I think. Also, I always used to get really annoyed because I believe it's truly deeply rooted in sexism, Richard.
Show your real face, Richard.
I think that lots of women watching relationships have internalized sexism when it comes to women and female and male dynamics. And then I think that men have an issue with women speaking up for themselves or being opinionated or loud or bossy. You wouldn't call a man bossy. You call a woman bossy, though. You call a man decisive or determined or something.
Not this again.
See, he's being sarcastic because most of you women watching now understand what I'm on about, especially those of you who've been called bossy.
You're just a little madam, aren't you?